All right, let's do a couple of things because apparently everything's all super blown out here. Let me get this fixed real quick. If you guys didn't know, we are doing this all on Facebook. In a couple of the groups that I'm in, they often ask, advice from streamers, and there's always like 100,000 people offering up advice, and I find it mind blowing. And I'm not trying to sound condescending here, guys. I really am not. But if you have 500 followers and you've been streaming for 4 years, sorry, don't feel like you're in a position to be offering up advice. There's a lot of bad advice out there. So what I wanted to do today was I wanted to clean up some theories that are going around out there. Let me unlock this. Let me lock everything down. Sponsor banner lockdown. That I'm grabbing. Holy crap. Okay. Here's webcam lockdown. Link that. Oh. Not prepared. I don't know. Why is it so massive? How big is the screen? Seriously. It's shrinking? Nope. Nope, still not shrinking. All right. Could have set up the display capture ahead of time, but that's all right. I'm pretty sure we can get it just like that. Bam. Okay. If you guys aren't watching in full screen, I know that's going to be a little bit harder to see. It's mostly just there, so there's something there, because I normally have a slideshow or video or something playing, and I didn't really get that. Lots of PAX planning, lots of creative lobby making, lots of behind-the-scenes stuff, working with Yuko on some merchandise, so that's a lot of what's going on. And absolutely, Lando, I'm glad to have you here. 9K? Wait, what? What's 9K? Are you going to eat pizza? All right, Joe. So let's do a few things first. I wrote down some really. Let's do this. I'm going to need to start this so it's easy. Welcome in, guys, to episode 5 of Crossing the Line. I'm your host, Challenger Falls of Infinite Power. Hi, how's everyone going, doing, whatever? I don't care. I do care, but I don't care. There's so much stuff going on. All right, so here's the deal. This episode is basically a general stream advice, tip central, maybe. Stuff for you guys to use, stuff for you guys, an opportunity for you guys to ask questions of me. You're getting your stream started, you're looking to grow, you're looking to brand, you're looking to market yourselves, social media, whatever the case is. Here's a couple of things of note. When it comes to specific bot items or specific technology items, Nomad's the one to ask. He's going to be doing his own tech series regarding that. I will answer anything I'm able to. Anything I'm not, feel free to post it in the chat. Maybe Nomad can reach out to you personally, or you can reach us out through the Discord. Just go to the Discord. We have a stream assistance tab. It's really easy to use. Just post your question in there. Not only will Nomad and I get to look at it, but anybody that's in our stream community will get the opportunity to look at it as well. All right. That said, I'm going to go ahead and knock out a couple of the easy ones, right? These questions that are asked daily or weekly, or so often that it needs to be its own FAQ. So I'm going to pull up my laptop here. All right, here's my favorite one, because I feel like the way that it's phrased is from the perspective of a teenager. And that is, how do you get big on Mixer? Well, let's just go ahead and put this out. Full disclosure. It's not just Mixer. Big on anything, and this will apply for anything. How do you get big on blah? Persistence, positive attitude, consistent scheduling, clear imaging. Your stuff needs to look neat and clean, right? Look. We've got our logo over there. Logo over there, chat up there, screen over there, title, boom, done, right? You can add all the bells and whistles help. I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't help, but they're not necessary. Plenty of people have grown without bells and whistles. I mean, Sugar streamed off of her Xbox from 0 to 9K, 9.5K, 10K, basically. So that's it's not impossible to grow. The biggest thing is building a community, right? More than anything that you do on Mixer, unless you are insanely good at a game, and I mean crazy friggin' good at a game, you're not going to get big that way. You're not. You have to be stupid good at a game. So what does that leave you with? If you want to be a streamer, how are you going to achieve greatness? Be entertaining. Offer something to your community that other people don't offer. I'm a digital wolf 90% of the time. Yeah, flat out. It's clickbait. I own that, but it works, and we get follows because of it. Our follower count immediately following switching from regular face cam to face rig is a noticeable change. It's an increase of about 20%. Now, it's hard to base ramping growth based around the fact that we hit partner around the same time. But even before we hit partner, some of those things that kind of are tied to our numbers have to do with switching over to face rig. It offers something different. Yeah, I get plenty of trolls and I have to deal with all that, but it helps. Anything you can do that's a little bit different from somebody else is going to help you. Have a personality, be engaging, and there's a few little odds and ends tricks that I will get to that are actually in the Facebook feed. I'll give you guys a couple of the secrets that we used to grow faster than we probably should have. How do you get follows? Again, be entertaining. Like, follows are ultimately your sign of growth. Views are great. Views matter. But you can get follows in a number of different ways. Streaming a lot. Streaming games that have hype zones. Doing follow for follow. Networking on your social media platforms. Networking in other people's channels. Don't go into other people's channels and say, hey, I'm a streamer. Will you follow me? It's never going to work. Don't go into some other channel and post a link. It's never going to work. You're going to get banned and you're going to be ostracized from that community immediately, right? It's a tough line to walk. The best way to do is go become a part of a community. Be a member. Hey, I'm a streamer. Will you follow me? We just covered this. No, become a part of my community and then over time say, hey, look, check it out. I'm also a streamer. I like what you do. I admire you for this reason, that reason, whatever the case might be. Yes. Okay. So when I say building a community, and I'll address you right now, Lando, building a community is what you see here, right? Like right now, it's one of my core groups of people. Badger, Sugar, Nomad. I mean, Nomad's also a streamer here. Dro. You build a community based on playing games, right? Have you ever played like an MMO or Destiny? Been in a guild, been in a free company, been in something like that? It's very, very, very similar, right? So I'm going to start up a guild in WoW. All right. Well, what do? We raid, we do dungeons, we level, whatever it is, right? You try your best to find people of like mind. You have to be engaging and give people something that they really want to come back for. Now, one of the best community building tools out there is Discord. If you have a Discord, that's your bread and butter. That's how you're going to communicate to everyone who watches you. That's how you're going to communicate what you're doing, when you're doing it, who you're affiliated with, what games you play. I mean, we have tabs in our Discord for every single game that we play with regularity, right? Like if we play a game regularly, it's got a tab. Got a Destiny tab. We've got, Final Fantasy tab. We've got Fortnite tab. And each of those tabs have something different, right? And so people can turn notifications on and off based around the content that they want to have delivered to them. So when you're building a community, what you're doing is you're trying to get some like-minded people to come and engage you in chat, right? You want people to look. If your chat is dead and somebody pops in and they don't see anything going on, they're going to be hesitant to stay. And the biggest thing that matters with streaming is retention. Here's why. That concurrent number down in the bottom, right now we're at 24. Kind of low for us, but that's all right. 24, right? 24 moves you up in listings, right? If you go and search web show right now, we're probably top, 4, 5, 6, 10 maybe on web shows. If you're a Fortnite streamer and you have 0 viewers, you don't even have your bot in there. you're buried so far down the list that you cannot be seen. No one will scroll down that far to find you. So what I mean by building a community is having a few steady people, moderators, regular players, guys you get along with, whether it's, building your clan in Destiny and they come and view you and maybe they want to screen peek you to help you get better. Whatever the case is, give them a reason to come watch your channel. Community building is not like one thing. It's your social media. It's how you interact with people. It's how you interact with people offline. Like I know that we don't have a ton of offline time, right? Like I don't have all the time I want to see to go watch this streamer, play games with my friends, play games with my subscribers, play games even with my roommates, Sugar and Nomad. If I want to play games with them, it's, a couple hours here or there if we're lucky. And now Sugar's different. That's my girlfriend. I make time. I sacrifice a lot of things to make time for that. But I like to do things like creative mode, right? I will go do creative mode, and then Doob and Yuko and Darkus will come help build a creative map with me. And that's just bonding time. The closer you get to people, the more that they feel like they're a part of your life, and the more that they feel like they can interact with you, even beyond the realm of your stream, the better your retention chances are. So when I say community building, it's making sure you're building like a wall of people around you. You want, when you turn on your stream, to start with 5, 6, 7, 8 people. That way you're already ahead of everybody else. Streaming is a rat race. It is a rat race. Everybody's competing for viewers. Everyone. So what about your stream makes people want to stay? That's community building. So it kind of ties into the entertainment factor, but it also kind of ties into what are you offering? What are you providing your community to make them want to come back and stay consistently coming back? And if you need any proof, can I get a top 10 hours thing? Been streaming for 1.5 years, right? So in 1.5 years, we have anybody? Okay, there we go. That's volts. Top 10 hours. Top hours. Try exclamation top hours. Try that one. If this works. Maybe? Okay, there you go. So 2,900 hours from Fargo's, 2,100 hours from Silcanic, Sugar Lips, and who is number 3? It's just, is 3 blank? What is 3 blank? Is that us? I guess that's us, right? InfinitePower, whatever, we don't count. Sugar Lips, Giggles, Semper, all of these hundreds of hours invested, right? What are you providing to your viewer to make them invest that amount of time of their life in your channel? Why should they keep coming back? That's community building, right? That and the sustaining the connection offline. This hasn't been asked, but a little pro tip about getting people to come back. Viewer games, giveaways to a degree, but know that you're going to get a lot of temporary people. Community service, like we do charity events, appeal to. Like, I do a charity event. We do the suicide charity because it means a lot to me, but I also know it means a lot to other people. So we try to get them involved. They can participate. They can be an active part of that charity stream. They can have administrative roles. They can feel tied into the community just a little bit more. I don't know what the CX network is, so I could not respond to that. Hey, what's up, Turtle? So I think that basically covers community building. There's probably a lot more that I'm missing, and maybe bits and pieces of that will come together as I go through the list. Talking about giveaways, one of the frequently asked questions that I see all the time is, should I do giveaways? Yes, you should. Now, when you do things, it's important to understand the systems in place, and more importantly, this goes for radio, this goes for television, this goes for DJing, this goes for streaming, this goes for podcasting. You have to understand your audience, and you have to understand what your marketing strategy is going to produce. Example, giveaways. Giveaways are great. They're headline grabbers. They're clickbait. You can get people in. People will at least pay attention to your channel. Will they unfollow when your giveaway is over? Maybe. You might have to keep offering giveaways. It's a very, very touchy subject for some people, and not a lot of people have money to invest. If you're able to give away a code here, a code there, that helps. One of the things that we got when we reached partnership is every month we get one free Mixer Pro code, one free Mixer sub code, right? Mixer sub code. The Pro code is for the Mixer platform, and then we get a sub to our channel that we can give away. So what we've done with the giveaways is every month I just choose somebody who's been a supportive community member, and I give them the sub code. Granted, that's different if you're a starting streamer, but it's not a here, watch and enter. It's a, hey, thanks for being you and thanks for doing what you do. Here's a sub code. I just want to let you know that you're appreciated, right? Every once in a while, it's okay to give away stuff. And you don't have to make it a contest. But you're also going to have to be wary of the people who are going to follow and unfollow based around the fact that you're doing a giveaway. They will follow. You can set your bot for followers only. They will follow you, they will enter your giveaway, and they will unfollow you. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of giveaway chasers out there. That's fine. It still brings attention to your channel. And maybe if you don't ever post what time you're doing the giveaway in your title. Post it in the channel so they have to watch. Set it up for a 10 or 15 minute interval and say, we're doing the giveaway at 9 p.m. Then at 9 p.m., do your giveaway. You'll see how many stay and how many go. That's how many you've hooked because you've had an hour or 2 hours before your giveaway to introduce yourself to them. It's an opportunity. All you're looking for is opportunities to introduce yourself to people and for them to give you a chance. Giveaways do that. And I'm going to touch on something a little hot button here, but Follow for Follow does that too. And I know a lot of people hate Follow for Follow. I know it. I watch it. I could pull this, I could blow up this screen and I could show you how many people will bash the snot out of Follow for Follow. Let me tell you something. Follow for Follow is not bad. And I hate this crap about organic followership because the second you post on social media, the second you network outside of your own stream, you're no longer organic. Organic to me is the purest form of streaming, which is streaming get your followers. Get your followers only from streaming. So to say that someone doing Follow for Follow isn't doing their job is the same as saying someone who's posting on Twitter that they're going live isn't doing their job because they're both as hackney as each other, right? Like, I can go and say, hey, I'm live on Twitter. It takes nothing to do that. Who cares? Why should I come watch you because you're live? What are you doing that day? Are you doing open lobbies? What game are you playing? Do you have a giveaway? Is there a special event? You need to be as descriptive as possible. You don't want to write a dissertation, right? There is such a thing as TLDR, right? Too long, didn't read. If you get too wordy, it's too much. I say a paragraph or two, describe your channel, describe what you're doing that day, done. When they can find you, where they can find you, key information, that's it. That's how you should post your marketing. And that's okay. Here's the thing, Skate, right? And I have a buddy on that group right now who started off, he did Follow for Follow. He had 1,000 followers and 200 views. That's not good numbers, right? Like that's terrible numbers. But it is a lot easier to get views than it is to get follows. It is. You'll get views. Once you get followers and give yourself the opportunity to network with a person, right? You can play catch up. Once you start getting a regular base, look, we're less than 10% followers to views. It takes nothing to get views. And I'll even tell you something a little sketchy. If you wanted really bad to ramp up your views, just keep refreshing your page while you're live. It's an easy fix. It really is. Get the followers however you can get them. Just don't interfere with other people's stuff, right? Like, don't go into somebody's thread that they're, hey, I'm looking for advice on a bot, right? Like, I need help with Mix It Up. And then post your link, go, Follow for Follow? That's rude. There's a certain measure of etiquette. Don't come into my channel and drop your link. That's rude. Don't come into a channel asking Follow for Follow. Unless you happen to know that person posted, Follow for Follow, I'm going live. I'll go to your channel and go, hey, I saw your Follow for Follow post. I'm dropping you a follow. Can you follow me back? That's okay. They put it out there. But don't assume that you should put your needs and your desires ahead of the streamer who you're viewing, right? Reference the post. Exactly. If you come in here and say, hey man, I saw that you were doing follow for follow. Do you mind dropping it? Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it. Glad you saw the post. I know you read the post. If I see a random person just come in here F4F, bye. You got to put in the effort, right? Like, I understand we all have busy lives. You know, you got a ton of stuff going on, right? Maybe you got family, maybe you got kids, house, job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and you're still trying to find your way in streaming. Time is precious. So I don't fault anybody for the quick I'm going lives or the quick, follow for follows, whatever. Do what you got to do to make yourself grow. That's the way I see it. Do whatever it is. Just don't infringe on other people and try to be courteous and respectful. Yeah? I'm going to be streaming for a little bit, Badger. Not too terribly long. I don't even know if I'm going to play a game after, but we're just kind of... I'm going to focus on helping people out and getting through these questions. Before I go down you can't find the Facebook. Because it's in Mixer Streamers and Mixer Streamers Network. It's in 2 groups, dude. It's 2 of the groups that I'm normally in trying to help people out. So that it's not actually on our Facebook. I didn't share it on our Facebook. I wanted to put it, again, knowing your audience, right? I know in those 2 groups, there's a lot of people who need help, who want help, who are looking for advice. I don't need to post it on my page. Post it on there. I'll post in the group that it's required it. You know what I mean? Is it hard to stream? It can be. I get exhausted really easily, especially during open lobbies. I have a harder time going 8-10 hours during open lobbies, but if I'm just sitting back playing games with subscribers and chilling, it's all right. I'm getting to them, Lando. I promise. I will get to them. I just want to knock them out. I want to get through my notes, and then I'll hit the board, and then there's something there for that. I cover what should I do follow for follow. If you're okay with it, just be respectful about it. That's it. Like, do your follow for follow. Be mindful that your view count matters. Be mindful of what follow for follow is. You're not building a community with follow for follow. You're giving yourself an opportunity to hook someone. I will only post follow for follow when I'm going live. And there's a caveat that says, mention this post. Because I want to interact with that person and see if I can get my hooks in them and have them become a regular member of the community. I don't want them to just come in and drop the follow and leave. That's fine. I'm not mad. I got a view. I got to follow. You know, if you do follow for follow when you're not live, you're not getting the view. That's the secret, right? There's one dirty little trick. That's not a super dirty trick, but it's a little bit of a dirty trick, right? Like, if you want to boost your numbers, right, do follow for follow when you're live to get the view from it. It'll look more balanced that way. Dirty trick 1. What bots should I use? Okay, bots. ScottyBot is fine if you only have a phone that you can operate from. Like, let's say you're streaming from your Xbox and you only have a mobile device. I would go with ScottyBot. If you have a laptop, I would start looking at ScorpBot and mix it up and FireBot. Now, ScorpBot, I don't like the interactive on it. FireBot's got a great interactive. FireBot, I don't like the chat functions on it, but it's got that interactive, right? So for the longest time, we use ScorpBot and FireBot in conjunction with each other. We've made the full switch over to mix it up almost entirely. We still have Scorp running in the background for a couple of things until we change it all over. But to me, mix it up is like the creme de la creme, right? Like, mix it up is great. More chat games, more functionality. The user interface is better. But the other ones are good. So just quick recap. ScottyBot, bare bones minimum, right? If you have to do it from mobile, ScottyBot's fine. Once you have a laptop or a PC, ScorpBot, FireBot. And if you want to get a little bit more complex and do few more things, go mix it up. You have an Xbox One and mobile. Solo Pro, then you're looking for ScottyBot, right? Like, if you don't have a laptop, go Scotty. That's it. All right, Willis. I'll catch up with you, my dude. Here, man, I'm dropping you a follow anyway. Just hook it up. Got you, my dude. All right. Here's one, and this is from a friend of the channel, actually. And it's not that she submitted the question. It's that she asked us a while ago. And I think it's a fair question to ask, especially if you're a parent or a single parent, or you have a lot of jobs and your time is really tightened up. I'm going to try and cover this one as much as I can. So, Hannibal writes, what I want to know is, time limitations aside, am I doing anything wrong? I'm lucky at the moment to pick up even a single new follower when I stream, and if they do, they rarely return. I streamed this evening and actually lost a follower and gained none. Now, I know some will say it's not about the numbers, but when it's something that you want to grow and be successful at, it is about the numbers. And she's right. You're going to see that a lot. A lot of people are going to tell you it's not about the numbers. It's about your goals, right? Your goals dictate what your stream is about. Our goal from square one was to grow, to be an entertainment platform, and to eventually turn this into a full-time income. So with those goals, you can't tell me numbers don't mean it. I'm looking every day. How many views did we get? How many followers did we get? What's our sub count at? What's our social media reach? Where is the disconnect from things? How many people are in our Discord? How many posts were in Discord last night? Right? How many people am I reaching in my most engaging posts? Well, how many people am I reaching in my least engaging posts, and why? Right? If you can't question yourself and answer honestly, don't go into streaming thinking you're the bee's knees and you're the shit and everything's going to work out for you, because it's just not. It's not. You have to be willing to learn. And that's, honest to God, more than I see anything else. It's a bunch of stubborn ass people in these groups who won't let their mind be changed, can't consider another possibility. You start dying the day you stop learning. And that's not just streaming. That's life. You stop trying to learn new things. You stop allowing yourself to be changed by people who are capable of influencing you, who are providing facts for you. If you can't take what they're saying and go, no, my opinion is the ultimate because I've been streaming for 5 years and I have 4,000 followers. Yes, I know someone like that. I've been streaming for 5 years and I have 4,000 followers, and I know I'm the end all, know all, be all. I know a guy like that. And he's wrong about a lot of things. A lot. Things that I used to believe that I have since changed my mind about. Allow people to change your mind. Don't be so hard set on what you believe that you can't adapt and grow, because every single quarter, I'm going to say quarter, Mixer is changing something up. Streaming demands are changing. There's new titles. There's new ways of interacting. Memes are different in 3 months. Memes are different month to month. What is cool this month? You know, like right now, My Hero Academia is all the rage, right? It might not be here next month. Last year, this time, it was Dragon Ball Super. So, you know, like, things are going to change. You have to be a dynamic personality and a dynamic individual. You have to be able to react differently. Yeah, I know. It's Wednesday, Lando. I'm excited. Look, see, repping that Goku. Yeah, My Hero's popping right now. But last year, this time, it was all about Dragon Ball Super and the Tournament of Power, right? And that's just one example, right? Like last year, January, the meme of choice was, do you know the way? And within 2 weeks, Tide Pods were a thing, right? So, like, you have to be able to adapt, and you have to be online engaging people. Like, look, I'll show you this right now. Here's another pro tip.
Yes.
News is handy. Nobody likes reading anymore, but I'll tell you this. There's an app on your phone, right? I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. This is called Flipboard, right? Pick the stuff that you're into. Like right there, there's my gaming tab, right? Gaming, anime, politics, whatever you're into. When I wake up in the morning and I go drop the morning deuce, I'm reading 3 to 4 articles, and then I might share 1 or 2 of them that I really like with my community. So maybe we have something to talk about later. Think about that. Be the one to engage. Be the one to go that mile, right? So when it comes to Hannibal's question, like, I'm struggling, I've hit a lull, I'm not retaining. Okay. So you have to really look at, what are you playing? How many people are watching the game that you want to play that day? If you're playing Dead by Daylight and there's 20 people total, the demand for the game is not that high. Now, I'm not going to be the one to say you have to play Fortnite, because you don't. Will it help you grow? Depends. Like I said earlier in the day, if you're sitting at a view count of 0 and you're playing Fortnite's not helping you, it's hurting you. It's hurting you bad. Now, let's say you average about 4 to 5, and you like Black Ops. Well, Black Ops top channels are in the hundreds, but a lot of the mid channels are in the teens. People don't have to scroll very far to find you, even if you're floating 5 to 8. So that's okay. Play games that you think will get attention. if you feel like your community is not there. Now, if you have a community already established for something, and I'll use Toucan Gaming as an example, right? Toucan, our buddies over, don't forget to shout out Toucan Gaming, please. Toucan Gaming does an excellent job with Destiny 2. An amazing, amazing Destiny 2 community. So much so that Sugar and I dissolved our clan to go join theirs. It's that good, right? He plays Destiny 2. He'll play Fortnite with me, but his bread and butter is D2. If you have that foundation, you'll start to find out who's in it for the game and who's in it for the personality. The people who are in it for the personality will watch anything you play. True. Doesn't matter. I can pick up some random Metroid indie game called A Robot Named Fight, and we'll still have 30 people in here. Because people like watching me play games. Nomad can be playing Forza. We don't have a ton of driving, Forza players in here. The game's popular, so he'll pick up some numbers, but people are there to watch Nomad. And he'll move up the Forza leaderboards because the base is there to support that. What you really have to focus on is building that core group of about 10 people who will be there almost every stream. Or 10 people who are willing to lurk and activate your channel somewhere, somehow, so your concurrent number goes up, so your discoverability is higher. The key thing is discoverability. How are you being found? And as far as retention is based on the personality, and it's based on the streamer. It's going to vary from everybody. I've got a big mouth, and I've been talking for 30 minutes straight already, and I haven't even hit the Facebook page. The point is, I can keep going. I'm not going to give you dead air. I'm not going to bore you to tears. I might oversaturate you with information, but I promise I'll make it up with a lame joke about how scraggly my beard looks or something. Discoverability is so key to everything that you do. Here's the pro tip that you were waiting for, Lando. Are you ready? When we started InfinitePower, right? We started InfinitePower June 20th, 2017. All right. We spent about a month beforehand, and this is Nomad, not me. I'm not going to take credit. Nomad spent a lot of time in other streams, helping, supporting, playing games. So when we got started, we were already at 100 followers. We're starting soon. We are starting soon. We are starting soon. Oh, hey, you know what? My boy's always playing games with me. He's a good dude. I bet he's going to be a great streamer. Go drop him a follow. All right, so we started with 100. From there, because we are a two-person stream team, we always had at least 2 people viewing. Ourselves, whoever the streamer was, and at the time it was more Nomad than me, and then the other person's account. The other person's account was always active to earn sparks, to drop that view, whatever. I'm not saying go open up 20 accounts and keep all of them on your channel active at all time. There's a lot of restrictions with that. That's difficult to maintain, right? You might have data restrictions. You might not have the internet speed. You may not have the technology, right? I'm not saying go get a farm started. What I'm saying, though, is can you watch from your mobile and your laptop while you're streaming from your console? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're not fooling Mixer. They're on to it. Who you're trying to fool is the viewers. I'm not lying. And it's not that you're fooling them. It's that you're trying to add to your discoverability, right? If you're at 0, you're buried. If you're at 1, you're doing a little better. If you're at 2, you're already ahead of the people who are only watching themselves with their bot. 2. That's it. 2. All you need is 2 accounts to double your discoverability, if not more, right? Dirty secret. If you have a friend, like right now, I'll tell you this right now. I have one of my accounts at my parents' house. My mom, they don't know how Mixer works. They don't know how everything operates. It's crazy, right? My mom right now has our channel open on her PC. So if my mom wants to drop by and say hi or watch us or whatever, she can. She doesn't know how to operate Mixer, but she'll occasionally pop in and say, yeah, hey, what's up? If you have a parent or a sibling or a cousin or a best friend who supports what you do, try to find those people who will support you. You go live, they get a notification. Text notifications, right? Like here, check this. Pow, 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 pow. Right? Discoverability. You want people to come back and know when you're streaming. You have to give them
that information that you're streaming. You tell them to favorite you on Xbox because when they're favorited, they get notifications when you go live. If you're favorited, you get notifications, right? Yeah, Lando, you could use a proxy server for that, but that's a whole different animal. It's more about, like, Mixer doesn't care. Like, we, honest to God, Sugar has got a spark farm going on upstairs. It's crazy. She's got 5 accounts, 6 accounts spark farming all the time, right? They're not in the channel. They're just spark farming. They're on channel 1 right now, right? So it doesn't really matter that you have a whole bunch of devices on. The idea, though, is you don't want to have 20 people in your chat and nobody's talking, right? If it says 20 viewers and nobody's talking, no one's going to stay. You have to have people staying and talking. And you're only going to do that by getting some engagement. So when those people drop by, make sure you engage them. Like, hey, come play with me. Come try this game. Oh, you don't have this game? All right, what games do you have? Especially when you're starting out. Be willing to bend to the viewer to make friends. Make friends. If you make good gaming buddies, they'll come and show up for your streams. That's the long and short of it. You have to play with viewers, especially early on. It's only when you start, we're not even there yet. You have to start achieving certain tiers where it's unmanageable to do open lobbies. That's the only reason you should ever not do open lobbies. Now, that's not to say you can't, hop online and play Final Fantasy 12, completely solo single player game, or Kingdom Hearts 2, or Red Dead Redemption before the online came out. Play games that people are interested in. Engage them about those games. That's okay. But you have to try to get that strong base of 10 who will show up every time you start. The thing about streaming too is as you grow, everything else grows with it. So if your concurrent number is moving up, your views move up, your followers move up. And you'll notice you'll go from maybe a follower a day to 3 followers a day. Because instead of floating 1 concurrent, you're floating 3 concurrent. Then when you get to 5 concurrent, maybe you're getting 4 follows a day. You get to 10 concurrent, all of a sudden you're getting 12 follows a day. You're not getting retention the way you want, but you're getting more follows. And here's another sneaky little dirty fact that no one likes to talk about. You are being judged by the viewers for your numbers. You are, right? So somebody pops in your channel and you've got 150 followers. They might, depending on their taste, they might stick around. But you're more likely to get people to stick around and hang out with you if you're over 1,000. We noticed, and I told this to Nomad when we got there, when we were pushing towards 1,000. I'm like, I bet you the game changes when we hit 1,000. And sure as crap, our followers, the day after we hit 1,000, the follower numbers doubled on a standard day-to-day basis. We were going from like 5 to 6 to about 12. Perception is reality to a lot of people, right? How many times I'm like, in my wolf form, right? They assume that I'm a furry because that's the only thing that they know, right? They assume that I'm a good streamer. I could be an awful streamer, but they assume that I'm good because I have 18,000 follows. I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but that's the assumption that they make. And that goes back full circle into understanding your audience. And not one audience. Not one audience is the same. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it works for some people. Some people are discriminatory, and we're going to get them off a Mixer. And some people are like, oh, hey, I see the clickbait that you're doing there, and that's cool. Like, I'll joke about it. I'll own it. Yeah, it's clickbait. Yeah, you don't like it? I mean, I think Sugar did a little crappy job on my fur today. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because it's got this black spot over here. Whatever. Crack jokes. Just crack jokes, keep people entertained. Yeah, I know. But really, like, your audience isn't one type of person, right? And one of the biggest follies that people make, right? You want a specific kind of audience, right? We all want it. I want my audience to be into anime. I want my audience to be into these types of games. I want my audience to play Fortnite. I want them to play Destiny. I want them to do blah, blah, blah. That's not how audiences work. Audiences work by who do you appeal to? Do you appeal to teenagers? Do you appeal to older folks? Are you an 18-plus stream? Are you a teen stream? Right? Are you... And understanding that each one of those demographics breaks into subcategories, right? Like you have the sweaty tryhards who are there for pure gameplay. They do not care about how entertaining you are. They only care about how good you are at a game. You have to approach them differently than the crazy rabid fan who's like, oh my God, I love your wolf. You're amazing. You're crazy. This is super fun. Blah, 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 blah. There's two different approaches to retaining them. So, right. And that's okay. Like, being a fan is good. And there's combinations of the two. Like, Badger is a sweaty tryhard. He just doesn't care that I'm good at the game as much, right? There are lines in between, and as you get to know each of your community members, you'll find out where they fit, and you'll discover from them. You can learn from them what they like works for entire groups of people. Example, I actually appeal more to casual gamers, but I can still get the hardcores to come and play. Why? Because I don't boast myself to be a hardcore gamer. I'm good at games. I'm not great at them, but I'm good. But I'm casual, and I welcome everyone in. I don't care about your skill level. Come play with us. Come be a part. Just come be here. And we have the sweaties here who like playing with us because either they like the way I react when they kill me, or they like the way that I react when a troll comes in, or whatever the case might be. But those people find a home here, and if they feel comfortable and it's a place that they'd like to play, they generally will go. And I've seen it happen. Some of these really try-hard guys will play games offline with some of the casuals, and they help them get better. That's what I want out of my community. I want people who are here to help each other. And you can nix things from your community. I don't tolerate, racial ethnic slurs. I don't tolerate homophobia. I don't tolerate I'll straight up tell you, I don't tolerate Trump nonsense either. Like, it's all stupid. But I'll tolerate some religious talk so long as it doesn't go into the preachy nature of it. I hate furry haters. I hate furry haters. Like, I just feel bad for them I don't hate them. I guess I just feel bad that they're ignorant. So there's a lot of variables that go into that. But ultimately, for Hannibal, I would just say refocus on your base. Like, really drive that community. For anybody that's having a hard time getting concurrent numbers, really invest your time in the people who are there. The people who are there can be there more often, and if they can't be, then they can leave a lurk on for you. They can help out here, there, a little bit. Yeah, right. There's modest amounts of ignorance I can tolerate. Like, if I have somebody come in and say, "Are you a furry?" That's ignorance. That's a form of ignorance. I don't mind that they ask the question. I have a problem with, ew, burn the furry. Right? So, like, there's, again, gray areas for everything. It's all a matter of, like, how you and your moderation staff or you and your community want to handle and approach things. Ultimately, you're the streamer. So don't let the community dictate or your moderators dictate too much on how you do things. You tell them. It's your channel. It's your brand. It's your business. Period. But they will work with you, and they'll give you great ideas. And you should listen to them. Doesn't mean that just because you're the streamer, you get to turn a deaf ear to them. Listen. Let them know that they've been heard, too. That's a big one. If they don't feel like they're being heard, even if you shoot their ideas down, right? As long as they feel like you listened to them and you gave them an adequate reason for why it doesn't work, or maybe you just didn't feel it or something, that's okay. At least they know you heard them. And maybe through some discourse, you guys can come to some mutual understanding on that suggestion that maybe works for both of you. Okay. Reset for a second. Deep breath. That was a lot of talking. So we're getting back to it. All right. There's Skate. All right, Skate, we're going to start with yours. All right. Any words of advice? Lots. So far, so good. How are we feeling about them? Anything specific from you, Skate? Because I've thrown out some advice, but just want to make sure that you got what you wanted out of it. And if there's anything else that you need, you just let me know, Skate. We'll scroll down a little bit more. Oh, this is a good one. Do you find teen-rated streams get you more followers, viewers, better standing than 18 plus? This is actually a really great question, and here's why. We were an 18 plus almost exclusively stream prior to the Sparks program becoming a thing and Channel 1 becoming a thing for partners. So we used to be 18 plus for like well over a year.
Yes.
The thing to understand about 18 plus, by selecting 18 plus, you are getting a very specific audience. And any teenager with parental controls on their Xbox might not be able to watch you. So you are cutting your audience. Now, that's not to say that you're not a more entertaining 18 plus streamer. Imagine this. Do you think Howard Stern could have done a teen show? I'll wait. Yes, no, maybe. Some people are like, who's Howard Stern? I'm 12. Right? Exactly. Howard Stern can't do teen. Right? He really couldn't. Not the style that he runs, not the way that he wants to perform. Is he capable of it? Possibly. He's a really good broadcaster. But his style, his delivery, you got to do what fits you. So I'll use this example, and it's only because I grew up in a military area that I'm going to say it like this. If I was in the military and I came off the deck of a ship and I'm a swear monster and I am crass and I am crude, I'm not even going to make an attempt at teen. I'm just not. I personally won't make an attempt at family friendly. I don't like kids that much, right? Like if you're 10 years old or younger, I don't like you. Automatic. So I don't want to deal with you. So you'll never see me on family friendly. I can deal with teenagers. It's a little bit much at times, but I can deal with it. Like it's okay. And some of them have been awesome members of our community. Hey, look, Penguin, I'm just putting it out there, man. Like this is I'm bearing my soul for you. I'm just being honest, man. But really, like the teenagers are hit and miss too, right? Like some of them are really hyper and some of them don't have any common sense. Like they don't I was total pain as a kid. Some of them just don't have any real world experience. Some of them are disrespectful to their parents. Some of them will say things that they don't need to say without giving it a second thought. When you're a teenager, you're so wrapped up in your own little world of growing and developing and doing your own thing that I'm not saying all of them, but many of them don't have consideration or spatial awareness. So how you interact with them is different than how you would interact with an adult. Our adult nights, when we do things like Jackbox Party or just Shapes and Beats Unfiltered or things like that, they're different. They're very different approaches. I've gotten used to the teen approach, and I have noticed that since we have gone to teen, not only because of Channel 1, but even on our normal days, our viewership's higher and our follower counts go up more. So, in short answer, yeah, teen is a little bit better if you can handle it and if it fits your programming. If it doesn't fit your programming, don't worry about 18 plus. Just do it. Just do what you're comfortable. Especially early on, do what makes you comfortable. Stay in your comfort bubble. Work your way out from there. Let's see. Next question. Oh, wait. I got to go to the other page real fast. See what we got over here. Okay. Assuming that your stream has good production quality, what networking methods do you find produce the best results for concurrent viewers? My best results for concurrent viewers is just consistency. It has nothing to do with marketing. It has everything to do with operations. But as far as marketing goes, followers, the best way to get followers, just pure followers, is follow for follow. I hate to say it, but it is. If you're just after followers, follow for follow works. If you're trying to build community members, follow for follow can work. But it's like a 1% hit rate. For every 100 follows that you get, you might get one. And you know what? That's not bad. Not terrible. Not great. Somewhere in the middle. Depends on you as a personality. Can you hook them long enough to stay? So consider that. Social media is good, but honestly, my best results have come from networking at PAX, at the conventions, going and meeting people, having drinks with them, sharing stories, look, there were 30 Mixer partners that went and saw Ready Player One last year at PAX East together. 70 of us went to dinner together. 70 partners went to dinner. Here's another thing. Prior to hitting partner, we interacted and met them and hung out, right? So we're not partner. We go to PAX South. We're just hanging out with the people that we admire, the people that we're chasing after. come back, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of partnered streamers know our name. They really enjoyed us, and I'm getting hosts from 50 people. Like, okay, Haley the Bear is a great friend of mine now. I didn't know her from Adam before last East, right? And we hung out. We had a great time, and as soon as we get back, she drops a 50 rate on me. So networking and actually having that face-to-face interaction, even though I was never a member of her community, she still gave it enough thought to go, like, we're all there on site, like, exchanging follows, right? Like, hey, it's awesome to meet you. What's your channel name? All right, great. I'm gonna follow you. All right, cool. Well, it just so happened that she came back and she saw that we were streaming when she was done, and she's like, I'm gonna follow up. And you know what that right there is how you build a relationship. You go back and forth, right? I engaged her, we exchanged info, she engaged me by dropping a 50 raid on me, and then I went back forth and I've gone into her channel and dropped beach balls on her and sparks and shown her some love here and there. That is a way, that's how you network. You go become a part of that community. You meet them. And if you can't meet them in person, because let's be real, conventions are expensive, be a part of their community. Be one of their concurrent viewers. And that will come as you grow and as you grow within that community, I mean. As you become a more intertwined part of that community, you'll start noticing shout outs and raids and hosts and all sorts of things. That is easily the best way. Facebook, Twitter, all of that, we don't use it. I barely use our Facebook. I barely use our Twitter. I use our Discord. I'm terrible at Twitter. Terrible. I use Facebook because Facebook's got a lot of draw. One, for our charity event, but also because I can get more of my real life friends involved. You find people and you follow them. That's exactly it. 3 followers and 18 views. All right, you got 4 followers now, and I will come check out your program sometime. And yeah, we'll go from there. Hello. All right, let's see. Let's go down to the next one. All right, made sure I understood this. Okay, here's a good one. Jesse asks, when do you think is the right time to apply for third-party partnerships? Things like Humble Bundle, CD keys, whatever, your headphone sponsors, your controller sponsors, your game share sponsors, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Hey, you know what, Solo? That's okay. We're working it up. How long have you been streaming for, bud? New? Pretty new? Not new? Struggling? Make green outlines on my hand, see? Ah. Third-party partnerships. They vary. And this conversation thread actually went for a while. They vary so much. Some of them, like Humble Bundle and CD Keys, you just go apply. You just go apply. Things like Amazon, right? Like we have an Amazon affiliation as well. I haven't set it up because it requires a website, and I haven't finished our website yet. That requires so many page views and so many followers and so many sites, right? Like they want to see that you have websites, not just a stream channel. So things like Discord partnership require 10,000 followers before they're even going to consider you. So the best bet when you want to apply for third-party partnerships, 1, look at who they're partnering. Because if they're only partnering big streamers, there's your answer. 2, look on their page for there's usually, if you go down to the bottom of a page or somewhere on the top header, it'll say affiliate programs or contact us affiliates or programs affiliates or program sponsors. You need to look into what they're telling you their requirements are, and that's going to vary from company to company to company. There are some that are like, I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I could get us Dollar Shave Club or, what's that food delivery service, Blue something, whatever. I'm pretty sure we're at the point now where I could get us that. For me, I only want to attach to things that I think our viewers want, right? Like these headphones, these Lucid Sound headphones. Here, let me do a quick promo. These Lucid Sound headphones are honestly the best gaming headphones I've ever used. And I'm proud to be affiliated with this company. I am. I'm happy to sell these headphones to you guys because I love them. Because I would use these DJing. I think they're that good. I love the compatibility that they have between the Xbox, the PlayStation, the PC, how many different things you can do them. There is a lot of good things about it. So we work with them, right? I don't like our chair company right now. So I'm going to look into new ones. I want to offer you guys a better chair. Simple, right? Get products that you can believe in. Now, there is the sellout approach. And working in radio, I'm going to tell you this. In radio, we never discriminated against who wants to advertise. As long as you're not doing anything hateful or overly politicized or something like that, your money is good here, right? So things like Humble Bundle and CD keys and those things, it's fine. But it is shilling. You have to shill for those. You have to post the links. You have to try and upsell product. Just be prepared for that, right? I don't have to work super hard to sell these. I probably should work harder. But if I just go, hey, we're working with these. They're awesome. We can help you set them up. We can give you all the contact info, and we'll give you 20% off. Easy sell. So work with the third-party partnerships that work best for you. And then, of course, read their pages. Honestly, one thing that I notice a lot of streamers don't do, read the product you're trying to sell. Understand and research the product you're trying to sell. I don't do as good of a job as I could be. But before I sign up for a program, I'm reading all of their terms and conditions. I'm reading all of their requirements. I'm looking into who else is working with them and get my own, like, there's reviews everywhere from Facebook to Yelp to Google to blah, 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 blah. Don't trust the reviews on the website. They're only ever going to give you the good ones on the website. They'll never give you a bad review on a website. You see the review ticker on a website. It's always the best, most flowery reviews. Don't trust those. Go find some independent things on Reddit or Google or wherever. Read about your product and then go from there. Testimonial sections. Yes. Testimonials. Hi, Toucan? Uh-oh. Wait. Are you being spiteful? Is that what that name is? Are you being spiteful? I love you, Troy. I absolutely love you, dude. Can we get a shout out for 2K Gaming again? Guys, if you're into Destiny 2 or just amazing English humor, go drop a follow on my boy Toucan. I love that dude. All right. Let's see. See. Okay. So Landon asked about Face Rig, right? So the way that Face Rig operates, you can't tie it directly to your Stream Deck. Like I can't even push a button to change my avatar, as far as we know yet. If that changes, I'll post something in the Discord. But as far as we know, the best bet for allowing your viewer base to change your character at will, put a huge spark cost on it. Like, you don't want people to push that every button. Or put a timer on it every 30 minutes, every 60 minutes. You want to stay fairly consistent for a while, right? So when you hear the alert, right, and you can set up your soundboard to spit out a whisper notification to you in your chat, give you an audio cue of your choosing. Like, let's say you wanted to be the wolf, the fox, and the sock puppet. Each one of those has its own sound. Each one of those has its own message. And then it would be on you to go into the program, click what avatar you want to use, because there is no direct tie-in and quick functionality of that. If we find something, I'll let you know, because it is something I would like to do. That was a really good question about Face Rig specifically. Nelson writes, how should I approach streaming on Mixer so I can grow naturally? Naturally is not a thing. Naturally organic, I've already covered this, not a thing. The second you go post on social media, the second you go network with another streamer, that to me, that's all unnatural. Natural is streaming and then getting follows. Yeah? Like, that's organic. The best way to grow is to not limit yourself on how you grow. Don't put artificial limitations on yourself. That's like saying, it's literally building a wall around yourself. That's what it is. You're building a wall around yourself. Like, you're playing Fortnite and you put the stairs on your head instead of building up and going out, right? What embers? Oh, Lando! Can we get a shout out for Lando, please? Thank you, Lando. I appreciate your embers, bro. Thank you so much. Those are our first embers. I'm excited about that. That's pretty cool. So why build a box when you can build a castle, right? Every opportunity to network with somebody is just another tool in your belt. Conventions, social media, follow for follow, groups like Facebook groups are great. Reddit groups are less great, but they're okay. Networking through other channels, networking through stream teams. Stream teams are another good way to network. That is a whole nother thing. Make sure you're getting into a good stream team. Research your stream teams before you get on your stream teams. Don't just join a stream team because they'll have you. That's not good. Don't do that. Make sure you know who you're working with. Because the last thing you'd want to do is set up a co-stream with one of your stream team members and all of a sudden they're dropping N-bombs on your channel while you're rated teen. Think about that. That happens. Know who you're getting in bed with. I mean, I guess you could just fumble around in the dark and hope she's pretty, but just saying, be realistic about who you're affiliating with. What type of headset should I use? I'm leaning toward the Astra 810s for now to see how Astra headset work and then return for 850s if I like them. I'm not kidding when I say my favorite set of headphones are Lucid Sound headphones. If you're streaming from your Xbox directly, I'd recommend the LS35Xs. If you want to go big and you want to get the really badass headphones, the 41s are super on point. 7.1 Dolby Digital surround sound, 2 different sound cards. They're just incredible headphones, and they're super comfortable. I love these headphones. They're so comfy. That's one of the things I don't like about the Astros is that they're just not comfortable to me. But people are different. Like, these are the rounded headphones. The boxier ones that Astros use, like, I don't like that feel, but some people do. I would say always, if you're able to get out to a con or you're able to get to like a Best Buy or something where they have them available for you to put on, look at the headphones and know what you like. Do you like the oval ear? Do you like the square ear? Do you like the circular ear? Right? Like, it's all a matter of what you like. Tiny Rays. There are so many good streamers in here. Make sure everybody is... Oh, Creative Creatures! There it is. I'm getting rated mid-show. Love you guys. I see a Z. I see Dark Awaken. Thank you guys. Jawa, Suki. So many good streamers in here. And that's all Dino Squad streamers. And when I was talking about squads, your stream teams, Dino Squad, what's up? Absolutely love my Dino Squad teammates. So, and I've gotten to meet and know most of them. I wouldn't have any problem co-streaming with any of them. Going back to that stream team thing, I go that mile to at least try to watch somebody and experience them before I offer up a co-stream. Pro tip. Know who your co-stream. Don't agree to blind co-streams. Know who you're streaming with. Go watch a VOD for an hour. Right? If I'm streaming with someone new that isn't a member of my community, I go watch their VODs for an hour. An hour. Not skipping through, none of that. If they're boring, I'm not going to co-stream with you. If you swear a lot, I'm not going to co-stream with you. If you use a lot of racial terms, I'm not going to co-stream with you. I have so many disqualifiers because I'm trying to protect my brand. And you have to treat your brand the same way. Protect it. Because there's too many simple ways for someone out there to set everything off. Don't let someone else torch your work. Catching up. Lent on that different format, never co-stream. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You cannot co-stream blind. It's bad. It's bad news. I've even had co-streams where I knew the person. I knew them very well, and they went on a tirade. Don't be afraid to cut them out. And they can give you all the flack that they want. Let the haters hate. Protect your brand. I have straight dropped a co-stream because I didn't like the way someone was behaving, and it continued on and perpetuated. Drop them. You don't need it. And people can tell you in this chat, they saw me do it. I've done it twice, ever. So, just put it out there. Don't protect your brand at all costs. Do you think a face cam is highly recommended? I don't mind it, but I do like my privacy. Okay, so here's the thing about face cam. You don't need a face cam to succeed. However, there are people out there who specifically watch streams to see someone's face. If you like your privacy, again, I suggest using something like FaceRig or a filter program or some sort of digital avatar so that there is something that people can interact with. There is a visual interaction because we're not in podcasting, right? I'm doing a podcast, but I'm interacting with you guys. I'm smiling, I'm animated, I'm having a good time, showing off my headphones, whatever, my sweet Goku hat. That's all great, right? I don't need any of this because as long as I have that digital wolf avatar and I learn how to use it and manipulate it so it can do some things that are a little different, I treat it like a character. It's an extension of me, but it is a character. Wolf Chally is a little different than actual Chally. And then when I've done, what was that other character? Oh, almost forgot. When I did Jolly Roger for Sea of Thieves, the one time I played Sea of Thieves, I just acted like a pirate the whole time. It's okay. You don't have to have a face cam, but it is an enhancement tool. Anything that you can add to your stream to allow people to interact, whether it's mini games or stream bosses or donation tickers or whatever, all the bells and whistles help. You just don't want to get too cluttered. So that's one thing. Do you need a PC to add anything? No, actually, you can get Mixer Pro, right? You can get the Mixer Pro subscription, and you can use Lightstream. Lightstream you'll still need a laptop, but you don't need a capture card and hook it all up. You'll still need a PC, but you can set up overlays. Yeah, right there, Studio Go Lightstream. So once you subscribe, it's $8 a month, but you can use Lightstream as much as you want. You can put all your overlay interfaces in there. You can put all your Streamlabs interfaces in there. There's a ton of really good stuff there. Oh, great. Awesome, Devious. You're getting in a little bit toward the end. I'm actually already over time, but the VOD is available, and I will be putting this on the YouTube later tonight, and there's already an hour's worth of information. Somebody drop the YouTube link. Make sure you follow that so you can see everything. I'm going to answer questions before I cut. I'm just working my way through an Ask Me Anything thread that I put on Facebook, and then I will take questions and just pay attention to you guys. All right? And lastly, Nelson asks, as a console gamer, I am limited to options unlike PC gamers. So what do I need to do to stand out? Again, Lightstream. Lightstream is a great way to stand out, but really, if you are at a disadvantage, like you can plug in a webcam to your Xbox, you can activate Lightstream. That'll give you overlay and give you all the bells and whistles and widgets and gadgets and all that stuff. That all helps. You want things that people can interact with, right? That's the goal. So anything that you can do to enhance their viewing experience is generally a positive. Just try not to make it too overwhelming or too huge that it's covering up parts of the screen that they care about, right? Okay, good. All right, cool. Good deal, man. Let's go through this. Check it out. Any tips? Like, that's the thing. Like, if you guys ask for tips, like I can spew tips out all day. Asking specific questions allows me to go into detail and give you some personal insight along with some industry insight, and we can kind of tie it all together and make something happen. Live now, watching. Okay. Okay, sweet. All right, so I've taken care of the Ask Me Anything. I've taken care of the generic, basic questions that are always there. I'm going to deactivate my webcam so I can have a smoke real quick because I am dying on the inside from all that talking. But I will answer some questions when I come back. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'll answer questions. Put your questions in the chat. Or don't work. Oh, my Atlanta. Okay. There we go. Yes, the poop, you can use Lightstream to put out Streamlabs overlays. Shave his feet, Darkest. What face thing? Yeah. Okay, so Devious, one other thing about FaceRig, be careful which license you get. There's a general use license, which is just, hey, I'm using it for streaming. Then there's the monetization license, which is he's representing your brand on Facebook, not Facebook, excuse me. He's representing your brand on YouTube, or you are YouTube monetizing. So if you have a FaceRig character that you're using in a video that you are monetizing, you have to pay for a higher tier license, which is the middle tier. The highest tier is for commercial use, which means you can edit and produce commercials for external people. Like, for example, I could use the Wolf character to make a commercial for Stabby. Stabby, I generally just try to get myself off of stream when I smoke. Vaping seems to be generally okay, but people don't like smoking, so I'll just disappear. Yeah, and you can, if you're using Face Rig, you don't have to worry about it. I think so. I'd have to check. I know it went on sale. When I originally bought Face Rig, the bottom tier was $15 and the middle tier was $90, but it's on sale now, so. No, it doesn't. No, not absolutely not, Devious. No, because the webcam is just using, it's not like an actual camera at that point. It's just looking for point markers. If you've ever seen like the behind the scenes things where they're doing like the green suit with the little balls that are all over them, it's basically that. So you're not using a real camera. It's just the camera is used as a read device, ported into the software, and the software reacts based on that. And then you send it through a virtual camera back out to your OBS. It's face tracking software. Precisely. Don't have to, dealing with trolls. Safi, you know how I deal with trolls. So I have a couple of approaches, and it depends on how trolly they are.
Hit.
I sink their battleship.
You have sunk my battleship.
I'm not even sure where that is right now.
Oh, sorry. Z, sorry. Mind bend. Okay. Z. Let me do this again. So I'm running a mile a minute right now. I'm trying to decompress and catch back up. That's my bad. And I'm really, really sorry about that one. Z. Trolls. Trolls you eat, right? Because trolls can be used for a multitude of different ways, right? They can be used to show your benevolence. You could be merciful upon your trolls if their trolling is not too bad, right? So let's say I have someone and go, aha, you're bad at this game. I'm like, oh yeah? Well, show me that you're better. Come join my game. Right? Just show me that you're better. Then there's the idiot that's like, burn all the furries. Okay, well, I'm going to make an example out of you. So it depends on your style as a streamer. Like, I have no problem being cold, callous, and having a witty retort and snapping back on somebody. Right? That's entertaining for the people who are watching me. It's not for the troll. Now, sometimes there's the trolls who are trolling because they're ignorant, right? Trolling trolls is fine. I am totally fine with that. There's the ones that are just ignorant and that you can kind of mold them. And I'm taking the Asika approach on this because Asika deals with a lot of homophobic nonsense. But she takes it as an opportunity to educate people and try to make them a community member who's a little bit more tolerant, a little more understanding. So that's a strong way to develop your community as well as deal with trolls. But occasionally you'll get the moron who will come in and just start lambasting you in poor English, and just ban them. Whatever your mood is that day, if you want to deal with them, deal with them. If you don't want to deal with them, don't deal with them. If you want to troll the shit out of them back, do it. It's a very personal touch to it. You know what I mean? Oh, Z, thank you so much. I hope that answers your question. Like, whatever you're comfortable with is fine. You deal with your crowd and your viewer base, in whatever way works for you. Those are just some suggestions that I would have based on how I handle them. Correct. Stabby, thanks for the follow, my dude. Any other questions? You guys have anything for me? I'm happy to sit here and answer stuff all day. I'm actually going to go to my messages because I did get a personal message from someone last night. Where I want to bring this up in full screen and not some little tiny thing. Come on, give me my messenger. New message request from... should I pay $79.99 for Mixer Pro? Also, how can I do screen graphics and stuff? I'm real bad with electronics, but I have over 200 followers in 5 months of streaming. Yeah, I would say the $7.99 a month is worth it for Mixer Pro, especially if you are not streaming from a PC. If you're streaming directly from your Xbox, Lightstream has a lot of problems, but Lightstream is light years better than not having anything. That is, I can say with relative confidence. When am I doing the next Crossing the Line episode? Well, I'll do kind of episode 5.5 when I get back from PAX, and then the Monday after that. So 2 weeks from today will be the next true episode. Mr. Dragobot, thank you for all the sparks. Holy God, that's a lot of wow. Okay, thank you guys. Yeah, for $7.99 plus all the benefits that you get on Mixer in addition to getting live stream, it's worth it. Holy smokes, you guys are going to get us to 15 million before I'm even done talking. I like it. Okay. This is the last message that I have, so if anybody else has any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Good morning. I'm Melody. I saw your Mixer page on Facebook explaining all of your accomplishments. I'm very impressed and congrats on all that you have accomplished. I'm streaming on Mixer now. I had an account, but decided to start streaming in November, so basically 2 months of me streaming my music. I'm a music producer and wanted to stream so people could see the world of music productions and audio engineering. Awesome. Creative streaming is excellent. We need more of it. I also play the drums too, and I like to educate or intrigue people interested in music. Awesome. All right. I would like to make partners soon, and in the short amount of time, I have 180 followers, but want to gain a large amount that will continue to watch and support. Is there any advice or help that you can offer in my quest to becoming partner, basically? Kind of the sentence broke off a little bit there. I don't know, Grim. That might be the time that we do the copyright and fair use one. I think that will be a good time for that. Unless I get a guest booked at PAX, which I will keep you posted on. I'll let you know. I'm going to try and mix in some pre-recorded stuff with some Ask Me Anythings, with some panel discussions, with some interviews, with some game previews. I want Crossing the Line to be kind of fluid for the next couple mountains.
Yeah, Charlie.
Couple mountains, couple episodes.
Mountain.
Holy crap.
Come with us, Charlie.
Total
yeah,
sabotage.
Charlie.
Yeah,
It'll
Charlie.
be an adventure.
Candy Mountain sabotage me. Oh my God, guys, you are awesome. You guys are insane.
Look at him now.
15 million hypoo. I'm wondering if I should push for 20 now. Oh, yes? Oh my God, I'll have to stream all night. 15 million hypoo. You know, the people watching on YouTube are going to have no context for that. They're like, what the hell's with Sparks anyhow? All right. Let's hold it there. Let's hold it there. All right. Before I wrap up for this segment, right, I think I've covered most of the bases, most of the starters. Anyone have any questions? Can I clear up anything that we've talked about? Or there's a lot of really talented streamers in here. There's other partners in here. So this is the best time to ask. This is the best time to ask. You have my undivided attention right now. So if you think of anything, if you're struggling a little bit, look, the big one clearly is don't limit yourself. Don't hate on things just because you don't like them, right? Like, I can't tell you how many times I see people in Facebook get trashed because they're like, oh God, I hate Fortnite. I'll never play that. Well, that's fine. You're missing out on a huge viewer base. Why? Why hate it? You can hate it, or you could embrace it and allow that to... Look, if you don't like a game, don't play it. That's flat out facts, right? If you can't enjoy the game, don't play it. But if you get some enjoyment out of a popular game, play the snot out of it. Here's another little pro tip, right? If you're able to get a game early release or beta and it's not under non-disclosure, if you can get a game the second it comes out, you're going to see a huge number boost. Huge. Be a leader in a community. Like, all right, so Anthem's about to drop. If you have any interest in Anthem, there's going to be a huge market for that. Jump onto it. Resident Evil 2, that's a great one. It's got a huge fan base. Jump on it the day it comes out. Because I'm telling you, games come and go and they fade so fast. Very few games have the shelf life of a PUBG or Fortnite or Destiny or something like that. Red Dead Redemption 2, Fallout, they have fan bases, but I'm already watching Red Dead die. I'm watching Red Dead die. It's cool, but it's dying. You know, Fallout died immediately. It was hugely popular for like 3 days. Honestly, if I were to have played Fallout for the first 3 days, I probably would have quit it too. But I would have got a ton of followers out of it. Right? You're also in a unique position with Warframe, Grim, because you're a community leader for that, not only on Mixer, but outside of Mixer, and you have developed the Mixer community damn near yourself. So it's a little different for you. Like, if I were to load up Warframe, I wouldn't expect good turnout. Holy smoke, Sugar. You don't say. I've never heard that before, Grim. No, I've never once known that about that ever. You've never brought that up 40 times in a night. So that's just a couple. Like, oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. And if you're paying attention, I hope you're tuned in for this. Here we go. Don't be afraid to manipulate systems in place. Right? So for the longest time, Mixer made it available for everybody to be on the feature wheel. That's the 5 slots at the top of the website. Once a week, you could get on the feature wheel for an hour. So during a prime hour, right, the algorithm was calculated based around a variety of factors, right? Some of them rumored, some of them not rumored, and I don't know if I'm allowed to disclose what is and isn't. So I'm just going to say that it had to do with how many people were actively chatting, how many people were viewing, hosting, following, whatever. There's a whole bunch of stuff, right? So you want to, if you know that that's happening, right? That is a possibility. You pick a prime hour and you set a time with your community to host you, to be a part of it, to go there and help you get that feature. And then all of a sudden you're on the top page, and instead of having 10 or 15 people watching you, you have 40 or 50 or 60 people watching you. You know what I mean? So there are other things like that. Like, I'll give you an example of something that we did, right? Destiny 2 goes down for maintenance every Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday, Destiny's down for maintenance. So all those Destiny players, I'm not sure how the up and coming section is working. I think that is based on the user, right? I'm not entirely sure. So like if I'm viewing the Mixer page up and coming, it's going to be different from what you're seeing on the up and coming Mixer page. It's curtailed to your needs and your interests. But even outside of Mixer, right? We'll go back to this Destiny 2 example. So Destiny 2 uses, they're down for maintenance. Fortnite is down for maintenance at 4 a.m. on like Thursday morning, right? Nobody is playing the game at that time, but lots of people are really, really interested in that. They're using the Iris system. Okay. So what we would do is the new raid for Destiny came out on a Friday. We beat it by the end of the weekend. We knew that maintenance was going to happen on Tuesday. So I clipped a VOD of our raid experience, and we were here sitting in the channel, but we were just replaying the raid in Destiny. Well, people are going to wonder, how are you playing Destiny? They're going to come into your channel and ask you how you're playing Destiny. And all of a sudden, everybody who's in the Destiny community on all of Mixer is going to be in your channel asking you questions or discussing one of their favorite games because your finger quote, here, hold on, let me do this. Because your, oh my God, I need to set some things up. Webcam, there we go. All right, so all of a sudden you're the only one streaming on Mixer Destiny 2. And if you're the only one streaming Destiny on Mixer, where are people going to go? They're going to go to your channel. Same thing with Fortnite maintenance. I cannot tell you how many times I have streamed during during the maintenance for Fortnite. I'm not playing anything. I'm just playing videos of me winning. And here's another fun bit about that. Replay videos still catch Hype Zone. Think about that for a second. Think about that for just a second. If you replay videos, you could sit there and air a series of wins over and over and over and over and over again. As long as you're sitting in the chair and interacting, you'll have better luck getting the followers. If you're just playing replay videos, people will come and go and they don't give a crap. But if you're talking to them while the video is playing and you've got some music on, you're chilling, and you're making it fun, follows. I'm not kidding when I said 1 Fortnite maintenance, 1,000 follows, one 2-hour shift. 2 hours, 1,000 follows. Think about that. Exploit systems. They're in play. Use them. Use the systems in play. Learn how they operate. Learn how you can use them to better your channel from it. Right? That's one of the dirtiest tricks I can tell you, Lando. Like, we have done that several times. And it helps. And I get a good Fortnite following, and I get people coming back to play because, hey, the servers are back up. Do you want to play? Yep, I'm going to open up lobbies right now. Let's go. I wouldn't say genius, right? Like, okay, look. When I say it's dirty, I broke Hype Zone on our channel. We were on Hype Zone for almost an hour. I left. Hype Zone stayed here for an hour. There were 1,700 people in this chat for an hour. So I kind of broke it. I kind of cheated it a little bit. Well, it doesn't need to be a win, but here, think about this. Okay, going back into perception is reality. Okay, so I'm doing replay videos, but I get second place. Who cares? Like, I got second place. Most of these sweaty, try-hard Fortnite players don't care that I got second place. You know, if you got a high kill game, that looks good. If you got Victory Royale, because in order for Hype Zone to pick you up, you have to be in the top 10. So what's to stop you from making a compilation of all of your videos, right, that are start when you're in 10th, when there are 10 people remaining? And just like, okay, you get the Victory Royale, right? So 10-1, you win. The next video starts immediately after at 10-1. Maybe you give it a break, and then the next video after that is a 14 kill game that you had. You look really awesome that way, right? So not only are you using the systems in place, but you're also making yourself look a hell of a lot better than you actually are. And then you build your community from there. I know, like I said, it's kind of dirty pool. It is. And I own that. I know that. But I'm not the only partner on the planet taking advantage of systems in place. All of us do. And if they're not, they probably just don't know that they can. Most of the experienced and high-tier partners that are out there, your 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, they understand how the systems work, and they play them. That was one of the big things that I picked up at PAX South. And I already knew it. I already knew that because before we went to PAX South last year, we had done the Destiny thing. So I just needed to hear it from other people. And when I heard it from other people, I was like, okay, a lot of people are doing it. I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people are using these systems. I have no problem. Look, I will do anything to grow our channel. Almost. Like, I'm not gonna, put a button on there on my soundboard where I'll flash you if you give me 1 million sparks, but I might do some other underhanded things that are less likely to get me banned. What about January? Don't talk about January Snapchat, bro. We don't talk about that. This is a teen stream. Yeah. There's some things out there. I don't want to. But honestly, like I took a jab, but I'm not talking about it. Like, that's not a place. This is not a place to talk about that. You're welcome, Z. So, know your systems, know your games, know your audience. Really, I have a ratio that I use, right? For every 2 hours that I am on stream, I'm working 1 hour off stream. That could be merch, that could be the website, that could be creating music videos, right? Like all the crazy music videos that we do for for Fortnite or for Destiny or whatever. I try to add more to the channel than just me playing a game. Because anybody can pick up a game and play. Anybody can turn on their console and stream. The difference between a streamer and just streaming is a streamer is providing you entertainment in some form or fashion. Period. You have to provide for your audience. And if you're not providing, Even things like this, where I'm sitting down and just chatting with you guys, having a heart-to-heart, answering your questions. I mean, this is community building. Having a night where you're playing Jackbox and getting drunk with your community, that's community building. You got to build that. You got to offer stuff like that in order to get people hooked. You can do the same thing that everybody else does. Yeah, Jackbox party games, Cards Against Humanity online, play Rocket League open lobbies, Fortnite open lobbies, blah, 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 blah. They're all out there, right? Everyone's got it. So even here's a small thing that I'm just doing a little bit differently than everyone else, right? Fortnite introduces creative lobbies, and everybody's been dying to get custom lobbies in Fortnite forever. That's awesome. But now you have the opportunity to build your map. I've built some awesome maps. I'm proud of my maps, and I continue to build them. But one thing that I'm doing that's a little bit different than everybody else, you got a map, come into my Discord, show me what you have, and if it's good, if it looks like it's playable, we'll play it on stream. We will play your map on my channel, and you can show it off to everybody who hangs out here, right? That is something that I offer to my community because I feel like that, one, it makes them feel awesome. Two, I love seeing what the creative ideas that come from our community are. Like, I love to be a part of that. And three, it gives you that little bit of closer tie to somebody. It lets somebody kind of like just feel like they're a little bit more a part of your channel because, hey, 16 of his community members played on the map. You know? So don't be afraid to like do things a little bit differently. Like, try to find. Okay, actually, now that Jesse's here, I just thought of another one, right? The Reptile Royale. Sure, you can build a dinosaur park in Jurassic World Evolution all you want, and it's fantastic, and it's fun to watch. You know what's more fun? Getting all of my subscribers a name assigned to a dinosaur and letting all those dinosaurs fight to the death. And we did that for 5 hours and sustained 60 people in here. I took a Sims roller coaster park style game and made it hilarious fun for everybody. We had a great time. So dare to be different. Dare to be creative. Take risks. It's okay. Just don't risk your brand. Don't risk your image. But take risks for, I don't know, a day. You're going to have crap viewership for a day. Take that risk. It's okay. It's okay to take a risk. Offline overlay and stay alive. So Lando, I have like, all right, and I know specifically 2 partners you're referring to because they appear in Channel 1 frequently, and it is a source of consternation among partners. Here's what I'll say. I don't have a problem with the 24-hour channels because my original idea when we started Infinite Power was to eventually become a 24-hour channel. But I don't want to do it playing copyrighted music. I don't want to do it off the backbone of somebody else. I don't want to just put up a graphic. If I'm going to go 24 hours, you guys are going to get podcast content. You're going to get quality replays. You're going to get some of the off-the-wall stuff that we do. You'll get some live footage from PAXs we go to. We'll give you content. Maybe you just never saw it, but it'll be content for you to enjoy. It's not going to be, oh, check out my schedule. Come see me when I'm live. And in the meantime, give me your sparks because I've earned them so much right now. You haven't earned shit. You're lazy. And you're just, you're making yourself look bad. Like, honestly, like, if you're not delivering content in any shape or form, you look bad. Don't post the works of others and expect to get credit for it. That's what these people with these music video channels, and as much as I'd love to name names because I can't stand either one of them, I won't. I will say the name of someone who's doing it right, and that's Sione. Sione does it right. He plays old VODs. He does a variety of content. He basically has his Windows Media Player up, and he's playing a playlist of videos, and he's just letting his computer do the work. That's fine with me. I don't care about that. That's okay because at least it's your content that you created. You're a content creator. Exactly. You are a content creator. If it's content you created, by all means, run your channel 24 hours a day. It's hard, and I'll tell you this much. If I thought for a second that we had enough content, because I don't like to just play old VODs. I like highlights. I don't want you guys to sit through hours and hours of Dead Space and blah, blah, blah. I got music videos. I got walkthroughs. I've got podcasts. We've got charity streams, Christmas streams, stuff like that. Like things that are exciting, like a little bit different. Sure. I'll go with that. Just make sure you label it appropriately. If you're only airing Fortnite videos, yeah, put it under Fortnite. If you're airing a variety of videos, put it under web show. 20 mil. Let's go. Oh, and there's going to be 2 giveaways tomorrow for Sparks. 2 tomorrow night. There'll be 2. Well, the $15 gift card from last week that I forgot to do. And then there will be a whatever this one ends up being.
By the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, but right now, all the music videos that I have made, excluding the JJ video, all the music videos that I've made probably last for about 30 minutes. I've only made like 4 Fortnite, 2 Destiny, 2 intros. I gotta make more. I gotta make more clearly. All right, night, Dark. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh my God, you guys are like crushing. I don't even know what the actual total is. Like, it's going so fast that it can't keep up. I feel like, didn't I see Sugar say a little bit ago that it was at 1 million away or something like that? I don't know. 2 million to go. 2.4 million to go. We're getting there. I appreciate it, Solo. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody else have any other questions about that? That was a good question, Lando. What I would say is, like, again, if it's your content, by all means, go for it. But just also know that Mixer holds 24-hour channels to a different standard. Like, when you apply for partnership, if you're a 24-hour streaming channel, they hold you to a higher tier. So be aware of that. Your concurrent numbers need to be higher. Your follower numbers need to be higher. Like, it's a much harder road to start 24 hours. Easier to make partner and then convert to 24 hours. Pro tip. Holy smokes, Yuko. Holy God. Okay. All right. We're closing the gap here. 1 million to go. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Does it pay? Does what pay? Being a partner? Yes. Yes, you do get part of that subscription money that people pay. I can't tell you the exact percentage, but you get part of that subscription money. You also get paid out for Sparks for now. That is a temporary program. 20 million hype boo! What? You guys are absolutely smashing this today. Like, I don't even have words. Like, look, you see this chat box up here? Wait, over there? See this? This can't even keep up with your insanity. You broke it. You broke it. There you go. A little slower. I like it. Now we can see it a little bit. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like Either way, we get part of the subscription money, right? Embers is another tip service, but to me, Embers is just the same as Streamlab tips, right? Like, you can't bank on those, and any streamer can really get them. Like, you can get tips from anywhere. Merchandise is another way to make money. Again, you don't need to be partnered for that. Patreon, if you don't have you don't have your sub button, you're not a partner. We started with Patreon. We provided subscription services before we even got partnered. So if someone would link Patreon, that would be awesome. Or GameWisp. GameWisp is an awesome one too. Feel free to link our Patreon. If you guys don't like the content that we do and you want to continue to support us, feel free to drop a sub on Patreon. All of that money goes to us. All of it. Minus like 5% processing fee, but it's better than the Mixer sub, to be honest. If I'm being real, it's a lot better than the Mixer sub. Oh, that's right. GameWisp crumpled, and now it's under something else. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. Patreon. There we go. That's the Patreon link you wanted to drop. Exactly. So there's a lot of you'll find different ways to make money. And honestly, if you're in streaming to make money, hi, that's me. I don't lie about it. I'm hoping to make this my full-time job. And it already has been for 1.5 years, but I've been living off of savings. Full disclosure. If the Sparks program stays, we stay full time. If not, we have to earn more tips. We have to earn more embers. We have to earn more subscriptions. It's a bit of a chase, right? Like there are some other perks that come with it, like being a Mixer partner, you get some free games, you get some free codes, you get some stuff, right? You get merch, Sparks will be here, but whether or not it continues to pay out past a certain period of time that I'm not allowed to disclose, I can't say. Let's just say right now it's a temporary program. So burn your Sparks on your favorite streamers. That's what I can say. That would be cool. Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. Like Embers would be a non-partner thing. I know they usually do the alpha testing with us, so that's pretty handy. Embers is a thing that you buy from Microsoft. Right now, it's only available through mobile devices, but you'll also be able to do that through the Microsoft Store next week. But it's basically you're tipping. You're buying stuff to tip other people. So for every X amount of embers that you give, we get $1 for so many embers. I don't know the math on it because I haven't seen what the final math is. I know what they were pitching at the last town hall. I'm not sure what it actually ended up being. So I'll have to go and get into my notes and I'll let you guys know when I know. But I will tell you this. If you're going to buy embers, wait until next week. Because if you buy them from the Android or iOS store, you're getting 30% less than you would if you buy them from Microsoft directly. Because the iOS store and the Android store take their cut, then you get embers. So if you're able to buy them direct, you're getting charged exactly 30% more. Yeah, it's kind of like the bits a little bit, or the coins. Yeah, the coins. Okay. Right. But if you open up the browser, it wants to take you to a store, does it not? Like it wants to take you to the Apple Store or the Google Store, yeah? If you actually click on it. It's in my browser. So next week, they're supposed to roll out direct purchasing. Our channel or any channel, it's more bang for your buck to buy it from Microsoft, period. I'm not going to try and help Apple or Google make any more money. They already got all the money in the world. Not that Microsoft needs it anymore, but you get more embers to spend on your streamers, which means your streamers get more money. So if you're trying to put more money in the pocket of the streamers, buy from Microsoft. They still get a small cut, but it's not nearly 30%. Channel monetization, I might be down for that. That might make sense. That's a nice stepping stone from where we're at now. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it, Graham. I want to get you, and then we need to talk about it Wednesday because I want to go pitch to a couple other partners whatever topic we're going to do and see if we can get like a full partner panel on it again. Yeah. Okay, we're going to stick with that. So by Wednesday, let's try to decide. I'll tell you what, Graham, you pick. Do you want to do copyright and fair use, or do you want to do channel monetization? I'll let you decide. And then I will go talk to the appropriate people at PAX and get us some additional guests. The next one. Yeah? Which one do you want to do next, you wiener? What do you want to do next? Pros and cons? Make money or don't. Pros and cons done. I think everybody wants to make, like, I'm money motivated. So for me, I would tune into monetization a little bit more. But knowing how to avoid copyright laws and copyright infringement and knowing how far you can take fair use is also really helpful for streamers. So both of them are really good. Whatever you want. Most people don't understand. Exactly. Most people don't understand. And I know copyright's going to take me a little bit more effort. Monetization, I can do like that. I won't need much show prep. So maybe that is the way to go, since I got to spend a week at PAX. But I think people can take away a lot from either conversation. And I don't mind doing the research. I want to make sure that, especially when it comes to legalese, that we're on point with everything. So I will do my due diligence. I'm basically operating off of things I vaguely remember from marketing and from radio, you know. So I kind of have some fair use understanding, but I could do a lot better, and that's part of the reason why I want to do that show, is so I can teach myself and then teach others. Every other Monday, Badger. Every other Monday is podcast. So next week, I'll actually be out of town, which is why I set it for this week. Then the following week, we'll do the next episode of Crossing the Line. Yeah, let's do monetization next then, because I'm gonna throw something out to him, and I don't know when his availability is and how far ahead I'm gonna have to talk to him. He'll be live as much as he can next week. Starting this week, I leave on Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm out. I'll get back on Wednesday, and I'll start back up on next Wednesday. So I'm basically gone for a week. Awesome, Badger. Hell yeah, dude. Looking forward to it, man. What do you think about the channels that gaming companies get partners instantly? Because they are corporate entities who can draw in a fan base on their own. Because they have... Look, Mixer partnership is not entirely dependent on your status with Mixer. You could have like 200,000 Twitter followers and get a Mixer partnership. So... I mean, that's just the thing. Like, they want... Here's the other thing, Justin. You got to understand, like, if you want the platform, Mixer, to grow, you have to be willing to do some things to get people from the outside to come inside, right? They need to sway some of the Twitch partners to come over here to bring their audience. Not that we want all of Twitch's audience. Every channel can individually manage people from Twitch, right? Like, if we get a bunch of Twitch trolls, you can just ban them. But they're still on the platform, viewing the site, spending money on Mixer. And that's good for the platform, which means it's good for the partners, which means it's good forever. So we need to get YouTubers over on Mixer. We need to get people from DLive. We need to get people from Twitch. We need to get people from Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. They all help. More eyes on the product is always going to be a good thing. They might not always be the best, but we're going to get trolls one way or the other. So I'm not just going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I don't want them because they're going to be bad for that. Bring them over. I'll convert them. And if they don't want to convert to what we do in our channel, bye, Felicia. Party? No, I'm not doing it. Okay. Cyril, I'm going to wrap up then. If anybody has any follow-up questions, my messenger's open on Facebook. You can hit me up in Discord. Actually, just go ahead and drop all the links. We're available on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, sometimes Twitch, I guess. There's a Twitch channel. Yeah, see, we got all kinds of stuff here. Yeah. We got a website. Be sure to check into what we do with the Real Life Project, which is our suicide awareness and prevention charity. Really, just be a part of the community. Join the Discord. And I'm happy to answer your questions at any time. We want you guys to be as involved as we are, honestly. Like, we put in a lot of work. We want you guys to be here to enjoy it. That's it. It is that simple. So... that said, much love for you guys, and thank you for dealing with an almost 2-hour podcast today. I did not expect this. I was expecting it to be like half an hour. So, what I'll do is I'm going to cut and host somebody awesome. Let me see who on. Is anybody on Dino Squad? I see a Miss Moo. She's active. Let me see. She's playing Fork Knife though, yeah? Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. We're gonna go blow her head up. Holy crap, FaZe. So, much love to all of you guys. Again, follow-up questions on Discord. Happy to answer them. If you have any tech questions, Stream Assistance tab. Nomad will get to him when he has some free time. That said, we'll see you in 2 more weeks for another episode of Crossing the Line. I'll probably do a 5.5, episode 5.5, the day I get back from PAX. It'll be just a short recap. Photo gallery, tell you guys how the trip went, tell you if anything happened. It'll be fun. Like, I'm sure. And if you're going to be out at PAX South, let me know in Discord. I'm already meeting up with like 5-10 people somewhere in there. And that's not including the people I already know. It's
Idiots
like 5,
doing
10 fans.
idiot things because they're idiots.
I'm available. Hit me up. We'll party together. I like to drink at PAX. Hate drinking outside of PAX, but I'll drinking at PAX. So we don't know what to call. We don't know what it's called. Raid. Okay. I like that. There's a double there. I'm just gonna copy that. All right, let's go say hi to Miss Amu. Okay. Later, guys.